Factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 2. 11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
21.
59 mark, check, 59.
On second down, Benjamin. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch safety creep.
21.
Safety creeping. Check 9.
Blue draw, forfeit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense, let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're doing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? Mike, 27.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Shift. Lock. Protein spill.
You got time right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got this.
They run the counter. Benjamin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check, 59.
Yep. Hey, Charlie.
59 Mike. Check.
Big grip.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
You ready?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On the carry, it's Muhammad. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Bills' 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Not today.
Hey, Echo.
Double up.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, pick your game up. He's chucking. He's
12.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A game of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
90 Wolf. Recon 132-5. Let's go.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Lock now on first down. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Topper!
Check, 59. Check tight.
Slam. Yes. Go, Jack.
On second down, here's Locke. And he finds Montgomery complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Throwing his lock on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Here we go. 180. I got you. Get in the weight room. Hey, check right man.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st down, Buffalo.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
65. Hey, gun. Crunch. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
And I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
11. I got you. 6-6, bullet time. 27 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And the grab by Croft. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 66 yards. Here's Muhammad. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a yard. Lock. Complete. It's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Lock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Lock now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lock will try again on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here we go, here
Ball
we go.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 180! 59. Hey, gun. Mike, check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Run!
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check three. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 59. Come on.
Check.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Aitman, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
3 down. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 soft. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, zoom.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. That's caught by Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Ready?
They fake the handoff, now Lock. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, set. Look, squeeze.
Mike to 59. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, exit.
Mike, check. 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 59's Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Yeah. And here we go.
Shoot.
Throwing on second down. Lock. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. Third down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A gain of 22.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Now he's going to throw it back. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Muhammad. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 26, check 26.
They go again with Muhammad, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Locked now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Ty Montgomery. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A nice little juke. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
Here we go.
Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Hey, Charlie.
59 Mike, check, 59.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations, teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
22 yards there, a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get
Alpha.
Let's get off the field.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Mike, go.
On third down, Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marcel Aitman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Go, go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Johnson, the intended target.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Benjamin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Cut, cut, cut. Watch twitch.
One, Omaha.
On second down now, Benjamin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
47's the mark.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And the Bills first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Garoppolo to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Broncos, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.